We talked about it at the beginning of the show, and it looked like the fellas had a lot to say about it. Finding love is not that easy, right? And it's especially hard in this economy. And guess what? Many women say they are finding it very hard to find a man who makes as much as they do. A study by Cornell University found that the country's declining marriage rate is due to the lack of financially eligible bachelors. Women are actually outpacing men with education, and this is changing the age-old mentality that men are the breadwinners. In turn, the gig or small gigs economy and lack of good jobs out there have left the ladies single and disgruntled. And researchers say they are seeing a trend of women dating down.
When men do it, it's with breadwinners. When women do it, they're dating down. Okay. But she acknowledged that the fact that it was wrong and it was probably a joke. So I'm gonna give her that.
Okay.
And
All
really?
right, listen, it was in the prompt, right?
Really? Who wrote that?
I mean, I say all that.
Jeez.
Disgruntled. This is just the reality of it. So women, you know, we're more educated now, and I think that we're furthering our education. So with that being said, we're going to hold off on the baby making. We're going to hold off until we get that great job, really career driven. And I don't think there's anything wrong with hoping that there's someone either on your level or higher than you.
So, okay. Nope. It's not a joke.
So, okay.
Go ahead, Love Doctor.
All right. So before, right, it was okay when the man made more money to be the one to buy everything, to do, you know, treat you and all this other kind of stuff. And now that you make more money, you can't be that one, right? You can't be the one to pay for the meal and because you're dating down.
Dating down. I hate that. But he has a point.
Hey, listen.
But he has a point.
Hey, do your thing, weatherman.
Because you're dating down.
I hate that, yeah.
What is that about? It wasn't called dating.
You know what? I think that this face perfectly embodies. Man be like, what are you talking about? And a girl being like, I got caught. It's not equality I want.
Because you're dating down.
I hate that, yeah.
What is that about? It wasn't called dating down.
Right.
Yeah.
When men were the breadwinners and all that kind of.
It's called taking care
Now
of
it's
your family.
dating down.
Yeah.
What is that?
I have a feeling, though, that some of the issue here is that it may be the psyche of the men, that when they make less, they are insecure, and it can
This
affect their
report is
relationship.
about the women complaining about the fact that,
That they don't
now
have-
I got to get
So,
a guy.
You try to do the whole flipperoonie, boo boo. They did not buy it. You try to do the whole flipperoonie. Well, it's really because of you. The way you. No. We not complaining. You is about dating down.
I guess my question would be, so are these women expecting the men to cover everything? They want those breadwinners, so they...
That's what it sounds like to me by this particular study. I have to date down now. What is that? You wanted to make more money, you make more money. What's the if there is a responsibility with making more money? First of all, I don't believe in any of it. But if there's a responsibility that comes with making more money, accept it. You wanted to make more money.
Look at her face. Did you see? This you see?
Right.
You know, are you going to find many men out there that makes as much as you do?
And my point is, so now you're going to, because we hear so much about women that are like, oh, there's nobody out there, there's no one out there, I can't find love, I'm getting too old. Now you're going to sacrifice the fact that you could find that love because the man's not making that much money, and you're going to date down?
All right,
No,
they're wrapping us. I have a feeling this is going to be our morning rush extra.
I
We
could
have a
do bad by
lot
myself.
left to say. All right, time now, 5:11. Let's.
Oh, you petty ass. You petty ass.
And you know, I think that the idea that you're dating down because someone makes less than you is kind of weird because people can contribute to relationships in ways other than just financially. Me and Preach do not have the same roles in this partnership, right? But we both contribute to it in ways that are very, very meaningful. And as a result, we value what the other person brings. I wouldn't say I'm working down or whatever because someone doesn't have a specific skill set that I have. The same way I don't have his skill set in certain areas. Do women dislike dating down?
I think so.
I believe so. But you have to contextualize that because women don't want to date down, not just financially, but in other ways. Women want to date men who are taller than them. Women want to date men who are their age or older. And women generally date men who have their income level or above. That is a fact.
And what we like,
It's not me saying this.
and what do we like?
These are known statistics. And I'm not judging. I'm not saying women are gold diggers. I'm not saying that.
No.
I'm saying these are the standards that women generally live by.
We are shallow on different things. We know that. Men and women, but on different shit. You is, hey, must be the money. Us is, hey, must be that booty. Sorry.
I don't know. What do you say to the women who say, yeah, we date men who are taller than us or above because of the fact that men don't feel comfortable dating women who are taller than them?
I personally don't, but I understand that there's something like that.
There's definitely some men who feel uncomfortable. It makes them insecure. But here's what I also tell you. I know a lot of tall women. And one thing all tall women tell me is that they get annoyed when really short guys keep constantly approaching them. Because they're like, why are you wasting your time? So what that indicates to me is not that there aren't a bunch of short men who aren't willing to date tall women. It's that the tall women just don't want them.
I've never seen a tall woman go to a short man and be like, hey, you, and rub it in their head. Like, what are you doing tonight?
And side note, it should be illegal for women to wear heels because you can't on one hand complain about not finding men who are taller than you and then for some reason make yourself arbitrarily taller for a few hours when you go out where you're supposed to meet men and then you eliminate men. That doesn't make any sense.
You're supposed to be 3 feet tall and you're 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot tall.
If anybody should be wearing heels in this world, it's men. Men should be the only ones allowed to wear heels. It should be us niggas going around like. You never done that before?
You did not do that,
I
bruv.
did.
Bruv, what the fuck was that? Listen, boo-boo. Hey, usually they call me gay. They're about to go in.
What? You guys you've never put on your shoes and you're too lazy to slip on the back, so you put your heel on the back end of the shoe and you feel itches and you start dragging your foot like.
Bruh, yeah,
you got your purse. And
yeah, bro. You start dragging, all right.
Stop following me.
Bruh, what the?
If you only date people at your level or above, and if men are only used to dating women who are beneath them in terms of income level, you are inherently making your field of play really small. The opportunities that you're going to have are going to be limited. Let me put it this way, right? If there are 100 women who make $50,000 and there are 100 men who make $50,000, right? If these 100 men only date women beneath their income level, they're not going to look at you, right? So you're going to have to look at the income level above, generally speaking, okay? And so if you are trying to date men who make, let's say, 80K, right? But there's only 50 of them and there's 100 women here making 50K, then yeah, there's going to only be 50 men for those 100 women. And here's the worst part. Those 50 men don't necessarily want to date you. They may want to date women who are making 10K or 20K. They don't give a fuck because they're not looking at income level when they choose their partner. And so if you're only dating men who are above you or at your level, you are severely limiting the potential partners that you may have based only on how much money they make and how much they can bring. And I don't want anyone in the comments to say that financial security is not really important, because 70 to 91% of all divorces come and are initiated by women, and majority of those divorces are done for financial reasons, for financial security. A lot of people are finding it hard to date, and I'm like, if it is hard for you, why would you make it extra difficult by adding these extra barriers to you finding a partner?
People I know is like, yeah, I'm sick and tired of being lonely. I'm sick and tired of being lonely. Well, they that dude, he's not tall enough. They that dude, he's too light. They that dude, he's got a belly. They that dude, oh, he used to be a fat dude. They that dude, and I'm not even exaggerating. That's what the person. And I'm like, girl, the problem is not them. The problem is you.
But yeah, we want to get your thoughts. Do you guys disagree with the idea of dating down? Do you agree with it?
But like I am set in the old ways. Like I'm a very old school person on like I will pay like 50-50, but I'd rather pay 50-50 on like bills and stuff and have my partner pay for fun.
Okay. What pay for fun? What do you mean by that?
Like if we go to the restaurants or whatever, doesn't mean that you pay more, but I'd rather you pay for that and I pay for the bills, even if it's 50-50.
Why is it
Because
more
I feel like special. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like it's not like I want my partner to pay for everything.
Yeah. You just want to feel
valued. So I was in a relationship with a girl in the past, and we had the same amount of money, but I was like, girl, you're paying when we go to the restaurants. You're paying when we go out.
Was she the butch one?
No, we're two feminine women.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you decide who was going to play the masculine role of having to pay for everything?
I told her she would.
Okay, so you gave the order.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna
So you
pay
put
the
on your
bill.
big boy pants, and you're like,
Yeah.
you're going to be the man in this.
Yes. Because I'm still 50-50. Even with my boyfriend now, it's the same thing.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
But like when we go out, I want to be like, and then you're paying, and people
So
are like,
what's the biggest difference for you between dating a man and a woman?
there is none.
I mean, there's a penis.
Yeah, but there's plastic, so that's done.
Touche. Touche.
People are like, oh, but it's not warm. Put that shit in the microwave.
Okay. You said there is none?
There's no difference for me.
No?
No. I've been in a weird relationship with a gay man once, and I've never felt so unappreciated physically, but it was great. We used to have sex, kind of, sort of. But we used to like go out, like let's say Saturday night, you don't have nothing, I don't have nothing, we're going out together. It was that kind of relationship.
Okay. But how did you have a relationship with a gay man, like sexual?
It was weird. It was very weird.
Everyone at home was looking at you. Discovery Channel. Even me, I'm looking at you like, what?
It was very hard. So how it
How come you
started,
never talk about this shit in your stand-up? A fucking freak show.
I have so much shit like that.
You should definitely be talking about
I met that guy and he told me he was gay, and we started talking because he started talking to me because he was trying to get with my gay friend. Okay, and then
Yo, this shit's wild. Okay, I'm listening.
and he said, I asked him, how do you know you're gay? And he was like, I just know. And I was like, have you ever had sex with a woman? He was like, no, that shit's
Just being
disgusting.
predatory, or was that you just trying to sneak?
And I was like, boy, you gotta try that at least once. And I'm a perfect candidate because even though you're gay, I like that. And he was like, okay, so we tried.
Can I just say for a second how problematic this shit is? Can I just say? Because like, imagine if guys were like talking like that to lesbians and be like, well, you haven't had dick. You did.
But that's true. I've told a lesbian girl that before. Like, you know, like you need to try at least once. But that's the pansexual in me. I'm like the garbage of the sex world. Like, oh, nobody wants you. I want you.
Okay.
But like, no, I know that everybody that's pansexual is not like that. But I am very like that.
Okay.
So
So sorry, I cut you off with the gay. So you.
yeah.
showed
So
it- you showed it
I
to
asked
women?
him, and he was like, yeah, well, I never tried because I was scared that like feelings and whatever, and I was scared that if I really hate it in the moment, I'm gonna have to be like, this shit's disgusting, I have to go, and I'm gonna hurt the girl's feeling, right?
Right.
So I was like, well, you can try, and he was like, because he told me he wanted to try, but
You were attracted to him, correct?
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I was, of course, and so we tried, and it was very long before anything happened.
Okay. I thought when you said it's very long, I thought you were referring to speed. I was like, this is too much detail. You had it very long. There's a pause. I was like, oh, girl, don't describe. Very long ending.
No, it was very long before he started to have anything going on. So then I had to like role play that shit.
Okay.
And like, right. So it finally happened, but I had to like act as if I was a guy.
Okay. All right.